He prepared to create an accident to drown his paralyzed wife. However, as soon as he turned on the water, he suddenly slipped and fell, causing his head to strike the sink and knocking him unconscious on the spot. His wife was filled with despair because the bathtub faucet was still running, and Lisa, who was completely paralyzed, could only move her eyes left and right. If she couldn't turn off the faucet in time, she would certainly drown. Lisa tried to use her right toe to open the drain valve at the bottom of the bathtub. After multiple attempts, she still hadn't succeeded. Watching the water level continuously rise, Lisa became extremely panicked as it was about to submerge her mouth and nose. She quickly concentrated all her strength in her fingers and finally managed to grab the shower head, attempting to control the faucet by moving the shower head's position. But by this time, the water had already completely covered her mouth and nose. Seeing herself about to drown, in this critical moment, she suddenly exerted tremendous force to twist the faucet switch, then used her foot to kick open the bottom drain valve. After some water drained out, Lisa's head finally emerged above the surface. Afterward, she was amazed to discover that her near-death experience had somehow restored her paralyzed body to normal. She placed both hands on the edge of the bathtub and slowly pulled herself up, wanting to check on her husband's injuries. Strangely, her husband, who had just been lying on the floor, had vanished, leaving only a trail of bloody footprints. Lisa realized that if her husband discovered she was still alive, he would certainly attempt to kill her again. To avoid being discovered by her husband, Lisa dragged her weakened body and climbed out of the bathtub. She struggled to crawl to the bedside and picked up the phone to call the police for help, but the phone line had already been cut by her husband. Just then, two figures suddenly moved outside the door. She realized her husband was having an affair, which was precisely the reason he wanted to murder her. To uncover the truth, Lisa took a shard of glass and slowly walked out of the room. She moved cautiously with the glass shard, but when she reached downstairs, she found her husband lying motionless on the floor, covered in blood. Lisa worried this might be another one of her husband's schemes, so she quickly grabbed the car keys from the table and ran outside. However, she didn't notice that the moment she left, her husband opened his eyes. To prevent further incidents, Lisa got in the car and prepared to drive away. She kept looking back at the house, fearing her husband, who might not be completely dead, would chase after her to continue his murder attempt. Fortunately, her husband didn't pursue her. Lisa drove for a long time under the cover of darkness. She was about to stop the car and take out her phone to call the police when her husband suddenly launched a surprise attack from behind. In her panic, Lisa could only slam on the accelerator, but ultimately lost control of the vehicle and plunged into the lake. Will Lisa finally escape her husband's pursuit and attempted murder? This thrilling movie is called What Lies Beneath.